What's up, family? I'm coming at y'all with another Amazon video. Y'all see I'm at the job. It's hot as hell today. It's summertime down here in Las Vegas and I'm already kind of sweating a little bit. It's gonna be hectic today. Today, I'm answering a couple questions to y'all. Today we're gonna do a top most questions asked as an Amazon driver. You know, I get all types of questions coming from you guys, people on the road, you know, various questions, whether it's, you know, what my pay is, if the job's easy and whatnot. You know, I'm just here to answer the questions for y'all if y'all thinking about joining the Amazon crew, if you want to get a little bit of extra money and whatnot. So, boom. And also, if you have any questions yourself, just leave them down below. And before we get into the video, make sure y'all like and subscribe if y'all enjoy the content, man. Let's get into it. Alright, so first question of the day is, first and foremost, you see my skateboard. That bitch is pretty. Let me show y'all. Look at his link. Okay, can't show y'all too much. Don't want to get, you know, in trouble on YouTube. But the first question of the day is, how many stops or how many packages do I have to deliver in a day? Well, if I check my paper today, let's see. Looking at my paper today, I have 13 bags, you know, 16 overflow. In total, I have 265 packages. But, you know, it's kind of hot right now, so they've lowered the stop count in the packages and whatnot. But on average, I would say we have about 180 stops, which can range from anywhere from 200 packages, 300 packages. Around peak season, like, you know, Christmas and whatnot, Black Friday, we'll get a lot more, like around maybe 400 packages. Can go all the way up to 600 depending on where you're at, your location and whatnot. And I know it varies from city to city, depending whether or not you're around more apartments, like, you know, in New York, or if you have more residential or more businesses. But I would say on average, it's about 300 to 400 packages, at least in Las Vegas for me. I can't say for anybody else or any other locations. I know, like in rural locations as well, they have a super low stop count. They only do maybe even under 100 stops. So depending on where you're at, it'll vary. Like I said, for us in Las Vegas, about 300 to 400 packages. So kind of, it's crazy if you think about it. We deliver, in a week, almost 2,000 packages out of the 4 or 5 work days that you work. It's definitely a good amount. It's definitely a good amount. So if you're gonna do the job, make sure you're athletic a little bit, or you can lift at least 50 pounds, because that's also a requirement they have. You know, we're not like UPS or FedEx. We have a limit of 50 pounds that we lift when it comes to packages. I think over there UPS and FedEx is well over 100. So we at least have the benefit of that compared to them. I'm also going to show you guys on the phone what it looks like, how many stops and packages. It'll tell you on the phone and the paper that they give you as well. You see, today I have about 179 stops, and when it comes to the packages, 265. So they lay it right there out for you. And if you're wondering what the 34 multi-locations is, it's basically like group stops. It'll be like one stop, but you have multiple houses that you're delivering to in that one stop. You have a lot less because it's hot right now, but I don't even know if it's even worth it for real, because that heat right now is killer. It's about 100 degrees today, I believe. Let me make sure on that. Oh, that's not right. It's at 81. That's not right. What? 85? It don't feel like 85. In the back of the van, it might as well be like 120. I'm cooking. But yeah, the peak for today is going to be 99. I don't know if y'all saw that, but 99 degrees delivering packages. It's crazy. Shoot, yes, last week, as a matter of fact, we hit 103. And I guess it's cooling down a little bit right now, but geez Louise, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy summer. Right, question number 2 is, what is it like to be working as an Amazon delivery driver? You know, personally, I would say it's a pretty easy, super chill job if you're at least, you know, somewhat athletic. It's not too hard, depending on where you're at. Once again, like I said, I'm in Las Vegas, so it's hot as hell. Personally, a lot of y'all, I feel like, maybe wanna work in the hot ass heat, but I think it's, like I said, it's pretty easy. You get to be by yourself all day. You get to meet new people. You know, you get to be able to socialize and whatnot. You don't have to. You're not supervised. No one's like on your back, really, you know, trying to tell you what to do. So I think it's a really super chill job, honestly. I would say the worst part, really, for me, shit, is just dealing with this goddamn heat, man. I'm almost already sweating. It's almost hell out here for real. Ooh, and it looks like we're moving, so I gotta go. I would say it's pretty easy, man. I think anybody can really do this job, so long as, you know, if you want a little extra money, it's not too hard. My days look like, you know, about 8-hour to 10-hour days. On average, they're really 8 hours for me personally, but Depends on the person. It's really up to you. It's no set amount of hours. You can stay out as long as you would like to, get that overtime money, or you can, rush your route through and get through the day. There's definitely pros and cons though. Got peak season too. Too many freaking packages. Way too many packages. All right, quick little update for y'all boys. Got the van loaded and we on the road now. But next question that I mainly get asked is, how much do I get paid working as an Amazon delivery driver? And I would say it's pretty decent. When I first got here about 4 years ago, I think the starting pay was about $19.25, but we're in 2026 now, and I am getting paid $22.50, which is pretty decent, if I do say so myself. I think that's a pretty decent wage for delivering packages. Damn, all the road sounds are pretty loud. Yeah, I think it's pretty decent to be fair. I think in about a year we make maybe $30-something thousand a year. It's not too amazing, but I think they should give us a freaking raise considering that we working in this damn heat. But yeah, $22.50. It's not too bad if I do say so myself. Definitely a livable wage. So we made it to our first stop of the day, but before we get into that, I got another question for you guys. Question number 4 of the day is, which van do I like driving the most? So in my 4 years of driving at Amazon, we've had, at least in my company, we've had the transit vans, the Ford transit vans, and then there's also I believe the Ram. They have another transit van, the Ram transit vans. And then I think around 2 or 3 years ago, we got the Ford CDVs, which is basically the larger vehicles that hold a lot more packages and whatnot. And nowadays, actually, they run helper routes on those. And my favorite van of all is the Rivian EDV, the electric joint. A lot of good space in here. It's pretty clean, honestly. We got the nice little touchpad and whatnot. AC. It's kind of trash, if you're being honest, because it gets so goddamn hot the thing don't even work. But I would definitely say the electrical Rivian vans are my favorite ones to drive. They're smooth. I mean, if you've ever drove or ridden in a Tesla, it feels just like a Tesla, but just a lot bigger. And the acceleration is pretty nice too, if I do say so myself. And I think that some other companies in different locations have different types of electric vans, but I've never seen them. Like I said, in my company, we've only had, I think, 4 vans in total: the 2 transits, the CDVs, and the electrics. But yes, the Rivian electric delivery van is definitely on top for me personally. That's my go-to. I also say that because I don't really care for the CDVs. Are just big and old and clunky. I feel like personally they're not, the speed on them is not necessarily too good, and I like to try to move through my day pretty fast. So, and then the transit vans, back in the day, they were pretty nice, for the time being. But once we got the electrical ones, it's like, what are we doing? And you really don't want to get the CDVs, because if you have the CDVs, you have more space, which they're definitely going to give you more packages to deliver. So EDVs is the way to go. I mean, you get more packages with the EDV as well, but what can I say, man? It's a nice luxury to have. Very nice luxury. Plenty of space, decent AC, nice speed for sure. Ooh, when I first got on that EDV in my first day, got on that highway, and I did 0 to 60. Come on now. And before we get on to the next question, I'm gonna do a little delivery with you. We already got the package ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and boom, scan that joint, and let's do it. Sliding door on the EDV is nice too. Big old door, makes it a lot more accessible for us to get in and out of the van. It's actually not too bad today. It's pretty hot, but it's a nice little breeze going in Vegas. So place that joint right there on the ground. Ooh, I press rear. I'm gonna press front door, front porch. And just take a picture. Boom. Easy peasy, man. Swipe to finish. And it's as easy as that. Now let's get back in this van and deliver the rest of these packages. Okay, we're already at the second stop, and bro, I don't know if y'all can hear that guy out there, but I've already got dogs on the road. They already tripping, man. Look at Buddy. Technically, I'm not really supposed to deliver the package from him there, but he's a little dog, so I don't think he's gonna be much of a problem. So let's see how he reacts. Let's see. He's scary. He don't want nothing. I'm not really worried about him. He's just tripping. Look at him. Like, he's actually really scared of me. Look at him. Run away. Run away. Man, that's something that, you know, as delivery drivers is always dealing with, is them dogs. Especially on the east side of Vegas, you'll see. I feel like almost every house has a dog that I deliver to. It's kind of insane. All right, quick question for you guys instead. As a matter of fact, I believe it is May 15th. Let me check real fast to make sure I'm not lying to y'all. Yep, it's May 15th as of today. And I gotta ask y'all, man, how do y'all feel about the Drake release? Oh my goodness. I only got a chance to listen to Iceman so far. I haven't listened to the other 2 albums, but bro, what a blessing to get 3 albums from the greatest rapper of our fucking time. Yeah, greatest rapper of our time. Come on, man. And also, it was just a beautiful week for music, man. We got the Lucky album as well. I haven't listened to it yet. I'm sure it's still freaking amazing. We also got what's that nigga name? What's his name? Before here, I want to make sure I say his name right. Bando, I think is his name. Bando. Oh no, Bash for the World. I don't know if y'all listen to him, but I haven't listened to his, I mean, I heard like maybe 2 songs actually. I'm not gonna lie. But, oh man, it's just been a great music for a week. Oh my goodness. Let me know how y'all feel about the Drake albums. Or what your favorite album was this week. Because, like I said, beautiful week for music. Beautiful, beautiful weekend. I don't know if I could tell. I'm fucking sweating like a dog already. Iceman, Iceman, Iceman. Drake is the GOAT. And if you disagree, you're a hater. You're a hater. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. The GOAT of music did his thing. All you Kendrick fans, stay where y'all's at, man. I don't want to see y'all switching sides. Don't jump face now. Because y'all was on his cojones all last year, bro. Now that the GOAT is back, don't say nothing to me. But with that being said, let's get into the next question. I believe we're on question number 5. I get this question so often, which is, can you take this return from me? No, 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 and no. It's what I would have said if it was years ago, because recently, I guess we have this new program with Amazon where we're picking up returns, you know, not even just from the locker. So we would pick up packages from the locker or whatnot, but I guess we actually can grab some packages from the customers as long as they're on our route. I guess it still applies where I can't necessarily take your packages. It has to be on my route. Otherwise, you know, it kind of they have like a whole process that they do back at the warehouse or whatnot. So no, us Amazon drivers cannot take your packages. We cannot return them back to the station. Otherwise, you will not be getting your money back and you're going to be a very sad puppy. So stop that. We will not be taking your packages. Oh my goodness, it's hot as heck outside. But forget all that, man. Let's get on to the next question. What do I like most about being an Amazon delivery driver? And you know, for me personally, I would have to say just being by myself all day. You know, it's pretty chill. I get to listen to music. You know, I got the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, so I'm able to make content for you guys and whatnot. You know, nobody's over my back, you know, telling me what to do for the rest of the day. So it's pretty chill. I think that's my favorite thing, I would have to say. I would say that, and another thing is, you know, just being able to talk to all the customers and whatnot. It's nice, you know, getting to meet new people. You know, people that don't look like you, people who have, you know, different values, and you know, it's just nice to socialize, you know, and get out the house and meet and see other people. And one last thing that I really do enjoy, I just like the fact that I'm always on my feet and I'm always moving, you know. So it's a very physical job. So I'm not, you know, just sitting on my ass all day. I'm actually, you know, getting my body active and whatnot. So it's not like a regular corporate job, you feel me? So I'm not just sitting on my ass, chilling in the office all day. I'm able to go wherever I want to on my breaks. I can take a break whenever I want to, hour-long breaks. It's pretty nice, pretty convenient. All right, boom, next question. Question number, I think we're on number 7, I believe. What I like least about being an Amazon driver? There's a couple things, I ain't gonna lie, shoot. One, like I say, being in Las Vegas, it gets hot as hell. Like this summer, we've already reached 104 degrees. I think that was just last week. And we're only in the beginning of the May. Like you could imagine what it's like during June and July. I remember one year, it was up to 115 degrees. Just insane outside. So we definitely working in, you know, in extreme weathers and whatnot. I couldn't imagine working in the winter, bro. Like I know there's some Amazon drivers that have to deal with the snow and, you know, they're driving. Like, could you imagine working in Alaska, bro, and having to plow through the snow just to get to your van, bro, or having to put 3, 4, 5 different layers on just to make sure your you're able to stay chill. I mean, let me turn this radio on. Back to what I was saying here, like just the extreme weather conditions are crazy sometimes, depending on what time of the year it is and depending on where you're at in the country working and whatnot. And another thing that I really do not care for, there's a couple of packages. There's three main packages that Amazon drivers hate to deliver. The first is dog or cat food, bro. Oh my gosh, they're so annoying. The cat food is at least 40-50 pounds, bro, and they're just mad heavy. They're not fun to deliver. And when it comes to the dog food, they're huge as hell. They're in these super large boxes. I don't have any today, but they're coming in these super large boxes. And you know, I don't know if you guys know, but most of y'all know, most of y'all have dogs, so you guys know what the dog food looks like. But they're in this huge ass box, and the dog food is inside, and they don't really fill the box up all the way, so it's kind of flimsy when you're trying to lift up the package or not. You twist it one way, and the dog food slides to the other side of the box. It's just annoying to deal with. Another item that we hate delivering, bro, is water. Water. I remember years ago, I don't even know if we still deliver water anymore. I haven't seen a water case in a long time, but Essentia water, oh my gosh, we used to have customers that would order like 5, 6, 7 boxes of water, and it was just not a fun time, you know what I'm saying? Each case would be like 30 pounds or something like that. So, you know, just imagine lifting 5 different water boxes of water. Imagine lifting 5 different boxes of water back and forth to a customer's house. And then, you know, sometimes we don't even have dollies, so to take it 5 trips back and forth to the van, no sir. The last item that we really do not fuck with as Amazon drivers are bed frames. And, you know, everybody's moving all throughout the year. I promise you, we see at least 4 to 5 bed frames in a week, and they're huge as hell, metal, heavy. Just not a fan at all. And yeah, those are just 2 things. There's just a couple items that we really just don't care to deliver, and then, you know, just the extreme weather conditions can just be crazy sometimes. But those are really my only complaints. Well, and also I know that some other drivers in other cities and different companies, their companies are terrible. Luckily for me, my company is amazing. They don't treat us bad. They treat us pretty good. They give us, you know, parties, food, make sure we have water for the day and whatnot. But I know in some other places, other cities, their companies are trash, and they treat their employees very, very bad. But like I said, luckily for me, we don't got to deal with that over here. My mans. Next question. All right, I think we're on question 8. I believe, maybe 9. I don't even know. I've lost count at this point. But yeah, question 8 or 9. Whatever. It doesn't even matter at this point, because this was going to be 10 questions, but I think I'm going to do a little bit more than that. Regardless, though, next question is, do I suggest that other people do this job? And I'm going to say simply, yeah, man. I think personally, for me, this job is easy. I've also done sports my whole life, so, you know, I don't really mind running around and being in the heat and, you know, lifting up packages and whatnot. And we're only, like I said earlier, we're only lifting packages that are up to 50 pounds. So, you know, you're not lifting up anything too crazy unless you're, you know, delivering cat food, dog food, bed frames on the 3rd floor of an apartment. But even if you do have to do those things, it's definitely doable for anybody, I believe. You know, we got people in my company that are almost 60 years old. You feel me? And, you know, we got young cats doing the same thing. 21 years old. You gotta be 21 minimum. Yeah, you gotta be 21 of age minimum to be driving at Amazon. But yeah, I definitely think that anybody can do this job. And if you need a little bit of extra money, just go, you know, just try it out, man. It's a super simple, super easy job. It's hard to really mess up. As long as you know, if you know how to drive, you can do it. If you know how to look at addresses at houses, it's really that simple. And if you can socialize, if you can talk to people, I mean, I know that's kind of a thing a lot of people don't really like to deal with, but most of the time you're not even really talking to anybody, you know? Most people aren't even home. So it's really easy, man. I do suggest that anybody can go and do this job. So if you're thinking about becoming an Amazon driver, definitely look out, reach out to a DSP, and, you know, apply. It's really easy, good money. Okay, next question is about how many hours do you work in a day? I think I kind of answered this earlier in the video, in the very beginning. You know, we get up to 10 hours to deliver all of our packages. So, but, you know, on average for me personally, I kind of like to ran, you know, from house to house. Not necessarily running, but, you know, I got a little pep in my step. You know, I used to run track and whatnot. So on average, I would say about 8 hours, 9 hours is kind of like the sweet spot. You know, you can, and like I said, you get up to 10 hours to really deliver everything. It might even be a little bit more than that. So around 8 to 10 hours on an average day. You know, sometimes we also have rescue routes, or, you know, that are a little bit easier, that don't take as much time and whatnot. So really chill, easy peasy. Next question. This might be number 10, I believe. I'm not sure. Who knows at this point? I'm not really too good at counting shit. Not a math major. Next question though is, do you have my package? I don't know, you tell me. Fuck. No, but this question really be blowing me sometimes. Like, bro, you can literally see who's delivering your package on the Amazon app. So I don't know, do I have your package? Yes or no? Like, come on now, come on now. And it's almost like, yeah, bro, like, you should know better than me if you have a package coming, right? Come on now. Just a silly little question. You know, people ask a lot of rhetorical questions while you're on the road, you know, or that's just people in general though. Do I have your package? Nigga, I don't know. Probably not. Who knows? This is a good one. I think this is question 11. Do I work directly for Amazon? And the answer to that is no. Let me take this dress off. It's getting a little hot. It's hella hot in the back of this van. But no, we do not directly work for Amazon. I mean, that was the case a couple years ago. I mean, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Door just closed on me. I kind of like that light. Nah, I need some more light. It's too dark. But no, we don't directly work for Amazon. Like I was saying, a couple years ago, that was the case, and Amazon would directly hire their drivers, but that's not the case anymore. The way it works is that Amazon has contractors, which are called DSPs. I forget exactly what the name for that is. It might be delivery service provider or partner or something along those lines. But basically, it's a third-party company that Amazon makes a contract with, and they go out and seek their drivers for them. So technically, no, I do not work under Amazon specifically. My company's name is Judge Delivery, and I'm gonna rep them because we top 20 companies in the whole country, as a matter of fact. So kudos to Judge Delivery, you know, doing our thing over there. Yee. Boom! All right, next question. Question number 12. I think that we're on. Like I said, I'm not good at counting, so don't judge me. Just pray for your boy. All right. Question number 12 is, how many breaks do we get throughout the day? So technically, we are given 2 15-minute breaks, and then we get a 30-minute lunch. Personally, I like to combine all of my breaks together just to do a whole hour. Because, you know, why not? I really like to be on the move anyways, like I was saying earlier. So for the most part, I'll probably do like about a third of my route, or maybe really about 80% of my route, and then I go take a break so I can really just relax for the rest of the day, and then I'll just knock out the rest of the work for the day. But in total, you get about an hour of breaks. Like I said, 2 15s, and then we get 1 long 30-minute lunch break. And you can go wherever you want to on your break. Not wherever you want to. Let me take that back. I know that you're not really supposed to go too far away from your route. That's what they say, but I mean, I've been at the company for so long that they don't really bother me when it comes to my breaks, or, you know, wherever I go. And they know I'm a pretty good worker. So as long as you're a good worker, you're not, you know, effing around, being on BS and whatnot, you really should be good about where you're going or how long you're taking shit. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it's been some days, you know, where I'll be working so fast that I'll take a 2-hour break. Don't tell nobody though, because that's Amazon might, Jeff Bezos might not fuck with that. But yeah, you know, in total, an hour. Let's just leave it at that. All right, man, and the 13th and final question of the day, if it is on 13, let's hope it is. Final question of the day is, what is my craziest experience while working at Amazon? You know, I got a lot of good stories, and I can't really say there's just one crazy. I can't just say there's one like craziest experience, because there's been so many. People crash vans. Actually, literally last week I saw a van, literally one of the electrical vans that were on the charger, and it literally caught on fire and blew up. You know, so, you know, there's just so many things that you see. I see crackheads all the time because I'm working in the ghetto, you know, for the most part. But yeah, man, you know, you'll see a whole bunch of different things while you're out on the road, on your route and whatnot. So just be mindful of that. You know, you're still working out in the real world, so anything and everything will happen. and you'll see a whole bunch of different crazy shit going on. So keep that in mind. I've even had people call me the N-word before, you know. People are crazy out here, bro. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna apply to the job, you know. Some people just are insane. Insane, out of their goddamn mind. So, but yeah, man, with that all being said, thank you guys for tapping in to the video. Man, it's hot as hell. I'm about halfway done with my day. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rest of this stuff. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you want some more content. I'm trying to figure out what other stuff I should record for you guys. If you guys have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. If you guys want any other type of videos, if you guys have any other suggestions, leave them down below. I will be more than happy to, you know, try something out for you guys. I know somebody was asking for a full day, you know, from wake up to clock out, what the whole day looks like. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. I gotta go get some batteries, I think. And I don't think I can do it during the summertime because I think the camera will get a little bit too hot. But please, if you have any suggestions, leave them below. And thank you guys for tuning in. Fucking with your favorite cousin. Ooh, that's not the line. Thank you for fucking with your favorite brother, Cousin Kyle. And I'll see y'all on the next video, man. Y'all be smooth. Yee! What's up, family? We're back at the job. Amazon vest. You see it. Oh, okay. What's up, family? Coming at y'all with another... Ooh.